Hey guys, welcome back. So in this tutorial we will learn few functionalities, okay, of this application chatIt. Okay, so very first of all I will show you how to implement the reply functionality in the status, okay, status part. So you will be able to react or reply on someone's status. Fine guys. And second, we will work on how to improve the algorithm of new message count. Okay, for example, previously I have already published a video, but the problem is when it is not working properly. Okay, there are some errors. So for solving those errors, I will show you how can you solve it in this video. Third, we will improve the algorithm of log chat. Okay, because last time when I created the video, so it is working fine for the very first time. Okay, but after locking the chat, if user will send some new message and then try to open it, so it is not working. So basically it is an error. Okay, so I'm solving that problem also. And last and important thing, we will implement the functionality of unblock user. So basically you can say it is also important feature in chatting application. For example, that if some user is disturbing you, so guys, you can simply block them, okay, and also unblock them. So these are the four functionalities that I'm going to show you in this tutorial. Okay, that this tutorial is going to be a little bit long, but trust me, it is the best video regarding firebase. And you know, the best part is this new message count algorithm, because you will not see this feature on any YouTube channel teaching programming, because this is just, you can say, a very complicated thing that I made quite simple, okay, after doing a lot of work on that feature. So guys, I hope you guys will like it. Okay, and if you want the source code of this video, use this project, you can simply join the membership of my channel. And also I have PayPal accounts. If the YouTube membership is not eligible in your country, so you can simply use PayPal. Okay, and in case after this tutorial if you face any errors, so you can let me know in comment section. I will try to help you. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. So guys, here very first of all you have to open user item XML file. Okay, and we need this file for implementing one functionality. Okay, so simply search for user item. Okay, and then you will get this file here. Okay, just wait for it. So is now you can see that we have this file here. Okay, and now you can see that we have this ID, and you have to give two IDs. Okay, first linear layout is ll show user. Okay, and then the second linear layout, so just you have to give it ID here also. So simply write ID, and it should be, sorry, ID user item underscore ll2. Okay, ll stands for linear layout. And now after giving this ID, you just have to open user vh, which is a Java class. Basically we are making a functionality of not showing user in show user. Okay, for example, if you are a user A and you click on that message icon for creating a new chat, and then you see yourself in that activity, so you should not be able to send a message to yourself. That's what we are going to implement here. Okay, so simply search for user vh, and here we have the class. So guys, you just have to simply write the linear layout, and it should be ll1 ll2. Okay, then semicolon, and now after that you have to give the reference. So simply write ll1 dot set visibility, and it should be, oops, sorry, ll1 equals to item view dot find view by id r dot id dot show user ll, and same thing we will do for the second linear layout. Copy and then control plus d ll2. Okay, and this time you have to make it to user item ll2. Just open this, okay, and just make it to visibility gone by default. Later we will make it visible. For now, make it gone. Okay, so I can see that it is gone. Now open it here, and so after giving the reference, you just have to simply write this firebase auth firebase user equals to firebase auth dot get instance current user, then semicolon, then string current uid equals to user dot get uid semicolon. Okay, so now after getting the current user ID of the user, we will simply do a validation that if the user ID equals to current user ID, so we will do some certain action. Okay, simply write if current user ID dot equals the UID. So what we will do, we will simply else ll1 dot set visibility, Now after that, here you have to simply write ll1 dot set visibility. It should be gone. Then ll2 dot set visibility, gone. And then name tc dot set visibility dot, gone. And then image view dot set visibility, gone. And last thing, about tv dot set visibility, gone. So by doing this, guys, when you will open yourself, when you will open the show user activity, okay, so you will not see your profile. Okay, so basically you will not be able to send message to yourself. So this is what we are actually implementing here. Fine. And now after that, close it. And now it's time to code in this show status. Okay, so guys, the very first thing that here we will use a very basic edit text. Okay, and a fab icon, fab button for sending that message. Okay, so just simply write edit text, and it should be with I guess 300 dp will be fine. And height should be wrap content. And then guys, id should be status reply tv. And status reply tv is not a good thing. Edit text, fine, no problem. So you can give the id status reply et. Okay, status reply et, edit text. And then after that, hint should be reply message. Okay, and then visibility we will make it gone, but not now. Background tint should be Android transparent. And then text color, of course, white. Okay, so guys, now it's time to give it constraints. Simply drag it to this bottom, and just wait for a minute. Yeah, so now it's in the bottom, and then drag it here, then drag it here, and then we can leave it here, no problem. So click on it simply and open this. Fine. And now I will give it the, yeah, so now it's okay, I guess. It should be a little bit in the left side. Okay, not in the center, not in too much right side, just a little bit left. So we can use the fab icon here. Okay, so after that, now we have the edit text, we can say, and it's time to implement the fab icon. So simply write floating action button, and it should be wrap content. Okay, and then visibility we will make it gone by, okay, again later. Then fab size mini, and then src, it should be drawable share, fine. And then drawable share, layout margin 5 dp. Okay, and now almost everything is complete. Close it. So now you have to fix its constraint. So simply drag it here, and then drag it here. Okay guys, so now you can see that we have this button, and if you want, so you can fix its constraints also. Okay guys, so now you can see that we have this button here, and I guess layout is looking pretty good. Click on it, and drag it bit down. So guys, now we have this button for sending the reply. So we have created the layout successfully. So now you have to make its visibility gone by default. Okay, and later we will make it visible in the Java code. So now you have to open this show status. Okay, and very first of all, let me close this complete code. Okay, so now very first thing, we need to increase two edit text. Okay, sorry, one edit text and one floating action button. Okay, so simply write edit text reply et. Okay, then semicolon, and then a floating action button reply fb semicolon. Now after that, we will give reference. So open this on create, and just after this, reply et fb equals to r dot id dot reply fb reply what's the ID we have given? We have not given the ID, so simply give ID FB reply, floating button reply. Okay, so here you have to write FB reply, then semicolon, then simply write reply ET equals to find by ID R dot ID dot reply ET status reply ET semicolon. So guys, now our reference part is successfully done. So after that, yeah, here this time when user will click on the reply TV, so we will simply set visibility, set on click listener, then new, then view on click listener. So this time when user will click on it, so we will simply create a method which should be show reply ET. Okay, it means that edit text, and then here you have to pass two parameters which should be user ID and current user ID, and semicolon. After that, click on this red bulb, create method. Okay, so now method is created. After that, you have to open this on touch event. Okay, and go here and then UBS. So guys, in the else part of this user ID equals to, here you have to call that method show reply ET, and you have to pass that user ID and current user ID here as well. Fine. So now we have given the methods in the right places. So after that, we'll code inside this. Fine. Okay. So guys, for replying, very first thing that we will need here is open your message activity, because there is a lot of code that we can copy, so we don't have to write everything from the scratch, and I think that's a good part because we can save our time, and the tutorial will be short as well, and you will understand things more clearly. Okay, so now you have to open your message activity, and we will copy the reference from here. Okay, a lot of reference, or you can say almost every reference. So just simply copy it from here. Fine, and open this, paste it here. Fine. So guys, now basically you just have to understand one thing, that this user ID is the receiver UID, means RUID, and this current user ID is basically our user ID. Okay, so if you want, so you can change this user ID to RUID and this one to SUID. Okay, now error is gone. Okay, now it's time to give this reference. So just open this message activity and copy the reference as well, and that's the very simple part. I don't think it's anything complicated or confusing. Just simply Control plus C, and then okay guys, so now we have given almost all the references. Okay, so you can remove the one you don't need. So I will remove this Control plus Z, Control plus Z. Okay, so now it's okay. So now I have given the reference. Okay, and you can make this one commented. So now after that, open message activity again, and now after giving the reference, it's time to open the preview image method here. Where is it? So guys, you have to open this. Okay, and then yeah, so just simply open the show status, and now after giving this reference, you just have to simply write story progress view dot pause. Okay, and then reply ET dot set visibility, simply visible, and then FB reply FB dot set visibility dot visible. Okay, and then story view TV dot story view TV, it will not be visible story view TV, but we can make it, just make it set visibility gone. Okay, and now for that, reply TFB reply TV, yeah, also reply TV dot set visibility, then gone. Okay guys, so now after that, you just have to simply click on this reply FB dot set on click listener, then new, then view on click listener. Okay, now inside this, you just have to be very careful. Okay, so first of all, write string, and that should be sender reply equals to you replied, okay, and then you have to, I will do this so you will see things clearly, and then plus, so here you have to write reply et dot get text dot toString dot trim. Okay, so this is for senders part. Now for receiver's reply you have to write receiver reply equals to, now simply write caption dot get counter, then again plus, then comma, then plus status reply, then again plus reply et dot get text dot toString dot trim semicolon. Okay, so guys, now you can see that our receiver part is this bracket, then caption dot get counter plus, then again this, then status reply, then after that reply. Okay guys, now we will put a validation. Simply write if senders reply dot is empty, so we will show a toast message, and it will be that please write something. Okay, and guys, in this part we will simply do is we have to copy the code. Fine, so we will start from open this, and then upload button inside it. Okay, so we only need the real-time database code. Okay, we don't need to do the whole uploading task. Just simply copy this, fill here, okay, and then paste it. Okay guys, so now you can see that there is a lot of error that we are facing. So let me check that what is the model class here that we have declared, and status model. Fine, so here we need to just open this message activity and check the model class. Okay, so guys, here you can see that list model is the class that we need to declare. Okay, so yes, just copy this. Okay, both message model and list model, and then paste it here, control plus V. Okay, so just make it sender model, and then leave rest of the things, and then copy this, control plus C, and then fine. After that just come inside this on create method, and then you have to simply paste it. Okay, control plus V. So just make it as model, send as model. Fine. So guys, now almost our coding part is not complete yet. We have to do a lot of coding now. So just make it S S S S S. Okay, and now we have done it. Okay, so just make this one S, and our model is already correct, and this model is also correct, our list model is also correct. Fine guys, so now we almost have everything. So now we can do one thing also. Okay, so now we need the time code for the time. Okay, so for the time we can open the message activity also, because here we are having the time, so we can copy the code of time as well. So time should have the codes for the time. Here we have it. Okay, so guys, just copy this time code here, and save time. Okay, so guys, in this now here is the thing that you need to focus on. Okay, so this is for the senders model. Okay, so in the sender side, you have to write encode dot encode, and then you have to pass sender reply. Okay, and then same thing for this search part also. Okay, guys, and sender reply dot lowercase. Okay, now here in this URL, you have to pass the image dot get counter. Okay, guys, so simply write image dot get and then simply pass counter. Okay, guys, fine, and make sure you have given this as model here. And now this is for receiver side, so here you have to write receivers reply. Okay, and then encode dot encode receivers reply dot to lowercase. Okay, guys, so fine. Okay, to lowercase, now that is gone. And same thing again for here, that you just have to make it image dot get and counter. Okay, so now almost our coding part is complete. Just a minute. Okay, so in this list model you have to write encode dot encode then senders reply. Okay, and guys, here you have to pass the name result. Mm. So basically, guys, here we need to pass the name of sender. No, we need to pass the name of receiver. So actually we are fetching the name of receiver as also. You just have to check that where we are fetching it. I think we have created a method for fetching users receivers data, and here it is. And you can see that yeah, this name about is the receiver's data, no problem. So guys, here you can pass the URL, you can pass this name, you can pass this RUID, you can pass, this is correct. Okay, now here we need to store the data for sender. So for the sender's data we are also fetching it, and we are fetching sender's data here. We are not fetching sender's data. Okay, so guys, no worries, we just need to do very simple steps to fetch the sender's data. You just have to copy this document reference. Okay, and yeah, control plus C, and then go in this on create method, and then simply write this method. Okay, and we will create another document reference. Okay, guys, so just create document reference sender, and now guys, after creating this, just pass current user ID here, current user ID, fine. And now it will fetch the current user ID, and we have to declare some strings. Okay, like s name. Okay, then s URL, then s about, and we only need name, URL, and SUID in case if we need, well, we don't need about and URL. We only need s name and s URL for now, so we will only fetch these two values. Later we can change it. So s name, s URL, and just make it s URL, and then we are not going to perform these tasks, so just remove this code. Okay, and in the else part, fine. So now basically we have sender's name and sender's URL, and also just make this one document reference sender and this one document reference sender. Now it will work fine. Okay, so now we will fetch the data. I mean data like user, sender's name, and sender's URL. Okay, so here sender's name, sender's URL. Encoded message should be inside this. You have to write encode dot encode receiver's reply. Okay, and then rest of the things are correct. And guys, in case this R list model creates problem, so set time is correct, set name, set time, set key 1, set key 2, user ID almost okay, last message correct. So guys, you just also have to write r list model dot set lock pass no, and r list model dot set password no pass. Okay, and same thing here you have to do in this list model also. So just otherwise it will create crashing, so just avoid these things. Okay, paste it, just make it list model, list model. Okay guys, so just copy these two lines and paste it in the message activity also, so it will not create problem here. mm, okay, so just paste it and then again paste it and then open this here. And you know guys, this s model will also create problem here, so again write s model dot set password, and I guess we have not added that code here, but sorry. In the message, we don't need that. We only need the code in this list model. Sorry. Okay. So guys, now our coding part is almost complete. And in the last, after writing this part of code, we just have to do is open this message activity, and then open the send BTN code here, and then we just need to copy this code here, Control plus C. And actually, you know, this sent and new functionality is not working properly, so we will work on that also. So but for now we will focus on the reply part. Okay guys, so now the reply functionality code is almost done, and in the last we will show a toast message that reply sent, Control plus Z. Okay, so simply write reply sent, and then after that reply et dot set visibility. Again we will make it gone. Okay, and then fb reply uh, reply fb dot set visibility, again gone. Fine, and then we will make story progress view, stories progress view dot resume. Okay, fine. So now, so guys, after that we'll work on the blocking functionality. Okay, because it is also, you can say, an important feature whenever we create application like this chatting. Okay, for example, if some user is doing you some unnecessary messages, or just trying to, maybe you can say, disturbing you. Okay, so you can simply block that user. Fine. So for that, what we will do is the very first thing, you can see that here we have this uh, very basic profile. Okay, and you can see that we are working inside this show profile. Okay, we are not inside the profile activity, we are inside show profile activity. Okay guys, so here we will simply increase one more text view, which is block. So you just have to simply Control plus D, and then you have to give the color purple to 100, and then simply change the ID, and it should be block user TV. Fine, then margin top, and 20 dp. I guess it's a good distance. Okay, so guys, now I have increased this extra text view, which is block. Fine. After that, you have to open this Java code where we will increase the text view. Okay, simply write block TV, and then simply you have to give the reference. Simply write block TV, and block user TV. Okay guys, so now we have given the reference successfully. So after that, here you have to write block TV dot set on click listener. Okay, then new, and then after that you have to write view on click listener. Okay guys, and now inside this we will code that how exactly we will block that user. Okay, so now after that, here we have to declare reference, okay, for blocking that user. So you can see that we are not using any firebase database reference. So here you have to write database reference, okay, and simply write block ref equals to no, like this. Okay, then you have to write firebase database, okay, and equals to firebase database dot get instance. I think the firebase database, here we have to give the reference. So simply write block ref equals to database, then dot get reference, and guys it should be block list, okay, and then dot child current user ID, we are not having it right now. Okay, so guys here we have to fetch it. So simply write firebase user equals to firebase auth dot get instance current user, then after that string, which should be current UID equals to user dot get UID, and then you have to pass current UID here. Okay, so now we have given the complete reference. Okay, so after that we can proceed. So this time when user will click on the button block user, so what we will do is we will create an alert dialog very first of all. Okay, so simply write the code for alert dialog. Alert dialog equals to new alert dialog, and then dot builder, then show profile, then dot this, and then after that semicolon. So now we will work with this alert dialog variable that we have declared. Okay, Control plus Z. So now after that, one thing we have to change. So just make it alert dialog dot builder, and then simply write builder. Okay, so we will use that builder, alert dialog dot builder, then builder equals to new alert dialog dot builder. Fine. Okay, so now for that, simply very first of all we will write dot set title, and it should be of course block user. Okay, and then set message, that should be are you sure to block. Okay, and then again dot set positive button. So if user will click on yes, so what we will do is we will write new dialog interface on click listener, and then after that instead of this we will have to use the negative button as well. So negative button, so we will make it no, and then again you have to do the same thing, which is new dialog interface, and then this time you have to write this. Okay, so if user will click on yes, so what we will do, we will simply write block ref dot child, it should be user ID, it is the user ID of the user who we are blocking, and then dot set value, and it should be blocked. Fine, semicolon. So this is what you have to write, and then after that we will show a toast message that we have simply blocked the user. Blocked. Okay, now so user is successfully blocked, and just after that semicolon you have to write two more lines, which is builder dot create, okay, semicolon, and then builder dot show, semicolon. Fine, so now we have successfully blocked the user. So guys, now after that what we have to do is we have to check every time that we have blocked that user or not. So for checking this, what we will do, we will use the validation, okay, for checking that this user is blocked or not. And how we will do it, I'll show you. So very first of all you have to open the user vh, okay, or you can say I will show you the complete part, no worries. So very first of all open this user vh, okay, and we are fetching this data of this user vh in show users. Okay, so when you will open this activity show users, so let me explain you everything very clearly, because then you will understand. So now you can see that here we are fetching the data, okay, and now you can see that this is a method show user, and we are using this user vh. So basically now here you have to open the layout file, which is user item, fine, and here so you can see that we already have this ll show user and user item ll2, which we have already implemented. Okay, so we will simply make the layout file invisible. Okay, if the user is same thing we will do here, that if the user is blocked, so we will make the layout file invisible, and if user is not blocked, so we will make it visible. That's all we are going to do. Okay, so now open this user vh. Okay, and here we are not having the block reference for now, so we have to increase the database reference. Okay, so simply write database reference. So simply write block ref and then block ref receiver semicolon. Okay, and then after that firebase database equals to firebase database dot get instance semicolon. Now we have declared database. Okay, so now you come inside this method, which is of course set user, fine, and just after this about pv part, what you have to do is here simply write block reference. Okay, dot add value event listener, but with before that we have to give the reference. So make sure do not forget this reference, otherwise your application will start crashing, and then you will face a lot of errors, and then you will blame me that sir it is not working, and I don't know why it is not working, and then you will face so many problems. So just focus all the steps that I'm showing you. Simply write block ref dot add value event listener, then new, then value event listener, fine, and then after that semicolon. So just come inside this on data change. So we will simply do the validation that if snapshot dot child and okay, and just remove this current user id from here. Okay, so simply pass current user id dot as child user id, and we have to pass the uid here. Okay, it will work fine, no worries. So after that, and then else part. Okay, so if it is already blocked, so we will simply make it, we will copy this code, as I already told you that we are already making it invisible when the user is same, and if the user is different, so we will make it visible. Fine, yes, so you can make both the layout visible, ll2 also dot set visibility visible. Fine guys, so this time when user will open the show users activity, okay, so if user is blocked, so they will not be able to see that user. Fine, same thing we have to do. For example, if the other user have blocked us, so how exactly we will know? For example, if you block someone, so you are not seeing that user, okay, but that user is able to see you. So what is the benefit of blocking? You have to block yourself from both the ends. So that's what we will implement now. Here we will handle if other user blocked us. Okay, so now what we will do, we will simply copy the code, and that is going to be very simple. Just copy it. Okay, and then after that you have to paste it here. Just change this reference block ref receiver, and also make this block ref receiver. Okay, and you just only have to exchange these IDs. So just make it UID and make this one current UID. That's all you have to do. Okay, see, this is very simple. Okay, nothing is complicated, you just have to follow the steps and rest of the thing will work absolutely fine. So now after that guys, you just have to create one more method. Okay, and that will be quite simple to do. So guys, here you just have to simply close this method, and then we will create another method, which is public void, okay, set user in show blocked. Okay, create this method and copy these all parameters from here. Simply control plus C, and then simply paste all the parameters here, and then starting and ending braces. Okay guys, so after that we have to copy the control, complete a part of code. Okay, now simply copy this code from here till here. Okay, and then simply paste it, control plus V. But guys, this time the change is this, that see, you have to exchange the code. Okay, so just copy this from here, control plus X, and paste it here, and then cut this here, paste it here. Okay guys, and same thing we will do here in this block ref also. So just simply you have to do the vice versa, and just copy this one, control plus X, control plus V. Okay guys, so now almost our coding part is complete, I guess. Yes. So guys, see, I will explain this method later, that why we have created this one. Okay, no worries for now, just focus on this. Okay, this whole block and block receiver part. So guys, now basically we have blocked the user, and now in the activity show users we are also validating that if user is blocked or not. Fine. So now after that we will do this validation in some other activities also, like some XML files. So very first of all, you have to open this list item, open this list item fragment, and also open this status item. Okay, so you have to open these activities, and also add user item, which I guess add user item, add user item, here it is. Okay guys, so you have to open these activities, and then let me close this. Show users class, show profile. Okay, fine. So guys, now you can see that we have this uh, first of all, open this list item. Okay, and now you can see that here you have to give the item reference, which is list item ll1. Okay, and then simply give the id list item ll2. Okay, so now this list item is working in the list vh, so simply open the list vh java class. Okay guys, here, and in this list vh we are getting the codes from here. You can see that we have this list vh and list item. Okay, so first of all, open the fragment one. Yes, and here guys, you have to check that we are fetching data through this list vh. Okay, and we are using this method list set list. Okay, and in this set list we are using the layout file, which is list item. Okay, so we have this list item, we have this list vh. Now we have to find the method which is set list. Okay, so here we have this set list. Okay guys, so now it's time to initialize the uh, database, or you can say linear layout reference. Okay, fine guys, so simply give this reference ll list item 1 and list item ll2. Now declare two. Okay, ll1 and ll2. Okay, linear layout 1 and linear layout 2. Now after that you have to give its reference, so simply write ll1 and just make it list item ll1 and then list item ll2. Okay guys, and also now after that we will do the validation. Okay, so guys, now after that we will increase the database reference, so simply write you can copy the code from here, because we already have it, so it will save our time. Control plus C and control plus V. Okay, and we already have this database reference. So after that guys, we will create a method. Okay, and the method name will be block UID. So you just have to simply write block user and then pass UID semicolon, and then click on this red bulb, create method. Okay, so now we have this method created successfully. So guys, now inside this method what we will do is we will check. Okay, and what we will check, same thing that we have done here in this user vh. Okay, so before coding in that, we will work on this set list AU. So just close this code and simply write down that disabling blocked user. Okay, and now after that simply write ll1 equals to item view dot find user id, r dot id dot add user item. So we have to change it here also. So guys, simply open this add user item and then make it add user item ll1 and id add user item ll2. Okay, so now add user item ll1 semicolon, and then you have to simply control plus d and then make it ll2. Okay, so ll2 and then just make this one ll2. Okay guys, so add user item ll2, what is wrong with it? We have given the reference here, I hope. Add user item ll2, yeah, I have given the id, so why is it creating problem? Okay, so now we have given the IDs. So after that guys, we will need the current user ID and we are not fetching it. Okay, no problem. So simply write firebase user, or you can say we can copy the codes. No worries. So open this list vh and then copy this from here, control plus C, and then simply paste it. Okay guys, just remove this part of code and also remove this part of code. You don't need it here. Okay, so now we have this block list reference. So also open it and copy the code for this block reference, control plus C, open it and control plus V and remove this part of code and also remove this part of code. Okay, so guys, now we will change the following IDs. So guys, now here we are checking the centers blocking reference. Okay, so here guys, now I think we don't have the current user ID, we also need that. So here it is, control plus C, simply paste it here. Okay, so after that we have the current user ID. Fine guys, so now here in this block reference you have to do is simply current user ID and this user ID. Okay, simply make it gone ll1 ll2. Fine, and then after that same thing for this receiver part. Here it should be uid. Okay, and here the current user ID. Okay, and then make it gone. Fine guys, so this is the part that we have to do in this set list au means add user. So add user part is done, so simply close this one. Now we will focus on this list item forward. So basically we are working here list item forward. Fine, so just I will make this a list item f1 ll. Okay, and I will copy this and then I'll paste it here, list item f2 ll. Okay, so now we will do the same thing. So just simply copy this code from here and this one also, copy it from here, the whole part, and then simply paste it. You just only have to change the ID of this. Okay, so just make it list item f1 ll, list item f2, list item f2 ll. Okay, so now you just only have to change the reference and then rest of the things will work pretty good. Okay guys, and then other things will be same, you don't have to change anything. Okay, so now after that method we will work on this. For now just close this. So guys, now we have completed our part of this list vh, because this time we are just doing this validation all the methods. Okay, so user vh done, list vh is done. Now it's time for status vh. Okay, so simply open the status vh Java class and here it is. So just first of all close this, and okay, after that you have to open. Here we have, so you can simply close this forward also, and this user item, I guess we have done this part also. Okay, user item is already done. So now we only left the status item. Okay, so you have to give the LL status item, and just make it LL status item 1, and then simply copy this and paste it here, and it should be LL status item F item 2. Okay, so now we have this status item, so we can now work on it. So just simply status item LLSS, fine, no worries. So if you want, so you can make it LL2, LL underscore SS2. Okay, done. So we already have this reference LL status item, so just make it LL status item 1, and we have changed it, yeah, and then copy this LL status 2 and make it 2, fine. So now we have given the reference successfully. Okay guys, so after that successful reference, we need the reference for the lock and unblock. So just copy these two things from here, Control plus C, and then paste it here. We are not getting the, yeah, we are having the firebase reference, no worries. So now after that we can copy the other part of code. So simply open this code from here, which should be, yeah, this block reference. Okay, and copy till this one, and then open status vh, and then simply paste it. Okay, so now you guys maybe thinking that we are getting so many errors. Just remove this else part of the code. Okay, and just we have to get the current user ID also. So just the very above, declare it. So now we have the current user ID. Simply write LLSS, LLSS2. Okay guys, so now basically we are doing, yeah, correct. And same thing we have to do for this one also, LLSS2. Okay, so now let's check that we are doing it right or not. So this is, we have block receiver reference, and here it should be UID and this current user ID. Okay, and for the senders part, here should be current user ID and UID. Now make sure that you have given the correct reference. This should be correct, otherwise your application will crash. Okay, yeah, so make sure you give correct reference. Now we have given the correct reference, everything is correct. So status item is also almost done, so you can close this status item also. Fine guys, so now we have worked this we have done the validation part in almost every activity. Okay, status vh, list vh, user vh. So guys, now I guess it's time for the, yeah, so guys, after doing block, unblock and the validation, now it's time to focus on, so guys, now we will create an activity where we will fetch the users who we have blocked. Okay, so because for example you have blocked someone, but now later you have changed your mind and now you want to unblock them. So how will you do it? Okay, it should not be one time action that if you blocked, so they are blocked forever. Okay, so now you have to contact to the company, you have to send a mail to the admins for unblocking them. That's not how it works. You should also be able to unblock that user. So now we will create another activity. So click on this package and then new activity. It should be empty activity, and just give it name show blocked, enter. So guys, now you can see that we have this activity successfully. So the best part is that we can copy the code from this show user activity, so it will save our time. So simply open this show user activity and just simply open this activity, control plus A, control plus C, and then open this show blocked. Here control plus A, control plus V, and go in the very above. Just change this with show blocked and make this one blocked users. Okay, and now you have to change the reference for this, so just make it show blocked user underscore rb, show blocked user rb. Okay, and now we will do the same part for this Java code as well. So we have to open the show user Java class, and then just copy this, paste it here. Okay, then copy this, then paste it here, and change this, make it show user, show blocked user rb, and it will show error. Click on this, enter, error is gone. So after that you have to close this on start method and then copy it, Control+C, and come here, and just after that paste it. And now after that you have to change the toast here, so just make it remove this code. Okay, we don't need it. And now see, there is an important part. Okay guys, focus on. So you remember that we have created a method in the list user vh. Okay, that I told you that I will explain you later, and the method is this set user in show blocked. So basically guys, what here we are doing, in other activities, when user is blocked, so we are making the layout file invisible, or you can say gone. But in this method, in this activity, if the user is blocked, so we will make the layout file visible. That is very simple thing. Okay, so we don't have to create a complete different separate database reference, separate model and static classes. So what we are doing, in the other activities we are making it gone, and but now in this activity, because we have to show only blocked users, so we will make it visible only for blocked users. Okay, rest of the users will not be showing here. Okay, only blocked users will appear. So that's what I'm doing, so just for making this thing simple and shortcut. Okay, so now you can see this method. Okay, so now you can see that here, if the user exists, so we will make it visible, and if user does not exist, so we will make it gone. You can see that we are doing the opposite thing. That's why we are doing. Okay, so after that you can see that we are having this method set user in blocked. So you just have to call this method set user in blocked, show blocked. Okay, so set user, and now everything is complete. You don't have to do anything else. Okay guys, so after that we will create a method which is unblock user, and you have to pass the uid as a parameter. Click on this and then create method show unblock user. So guys, now we have the method unblock user, so we will code inside it. Okay, so very first thing that we will need here is go above here and simply write database reference, which is block reference. This time we only need one reference, don't worry. Then firebase database equals to firebase database dot get instance, and then simply open this user vh, and we can copy the codes from here with this block reference, open it here and give this reference here. Fine guys, and this time you have to give the dot child current user id. Okay, and now again we need a alert dialog, so we can open the show profile activity, so we can get the code of alert dialog. It will save our time. Show profile, and copy this alert dialog code from here, Control+C, and then open it, paste it here. Fine, and this time you have to make the uid, and just make this one show blocked, and make it user unblocked, and this time you have to remove value. Fine guys, so you have to do this change, and also are you sure to unblock and make it show blocked. Fine guys, so now this time when user will click on the name of the user, so they will see a alert dialog that are you sure unblock user. Just make it unblock user. Okay, so are you sure to unblock, and if user will click on it, so we will remove this reference, so the user will be simply unblocked. Fine guys, so now our unblocking part is successfully done, and this time guys I would like to run the application, and then I'll check that is it working or not. Okay guys, So just simply, guys, I'm running the application in my phone physical device. So guys, again, now you can see that the application is running absolutely okay, and it is about to install. So as you can see that application is running, and now we are having one user here, Rahul Yadav. So I will click on the it, and then I will simply open this. So you can see that we have this block functionality, and if I will block this user, user blocked, and I will come back. So I should not see this user. So I will open the chatIt app again, and let's see that the user is visible or not. So you can see that the user is now visible. Okay, and so for that you have to open the fragment one, and then you can see that here we are having this list item, and we are using the method which is set list. So open the list item, and list item inside this reference. Oh, actually we forgot to code inside this block user. Fine. So no worries, guys. You know, here every actually it's not any error. You can see that we forget to code inside it. No worries. So we can do the part here. Okay, so just simply copy it from here, and then Control plus C, and then paste it here. Okay, guys, so now we have done the part. Okay, guys, so after giving this line of code here, I hope our code should work now pretty fine. And this time LL1, LL2, if you want you can cut this code and just paste it here, so it will not create any kind of problem. Okay, so now after that, LL list item L1, LL list item L2. Okay, so guys, one more thing that we forget to do, which is open, how we will open the blocked users list. Okay, for that you have to open your own profile. So simply search for profile activity, and then let me close the rest of the classes. So after opening it, just click on this phone, and then Control plus D, and just make it show blocked users, or you can say we can remove this show, just make it blocked users. Okay, and make this color should be color purple 200, and margin top 20 dp. That's a fine amount of distance. Okay, so after that you have to open the profile activity, and why is it showing error? Okay, so change this IDs, show blocked TV. Okay, show blocked TV. So open this profile here and increase the text view, which is show blocked TV, and then give the reference Control plus D, show blocked TV, then show blocked TV, and then after that simply use the intent. So copy this code, Control plus D, show blocked TV, and then make it show blocked. Okay, so now coding part is complete. Now run the app again. So guys, now we already have blocked the user. So this time when the application will run, so this user will not appear, Rahul Yadav. Okay. So guys, now you can see that application is running again, and we have not seen any error. So now you can see that the user is not visible. Okay, so our blocking functionality is working pretty fine, and you can see that now the chat is not visible. So now if I will open this profile and I will click on this blocked users, so here we will see the list of users who are blocked, and we are still not able to see it. So no problem, we'll check what's the problem. Fine. So this time, first of all, I will open this manifest, and in this show blocked I will give the theme, which should be no action bar. Okay, so guys, now actually for solving the problem you just have to do one thing, and which is guys, in this method set user in show blocked, so here you have to remove the reference for this blocked receiver reference. Okay, because now you can see that I'm only using this block ref and block ref, okay, for this. And one more thing that you have to do is you have to simply open this user item here and also give the reference for this card view which we are using here. Okay guys, you can see its ID is card view, okay, UIV. And then guys, you can see that after this card view you have to open this here and increase this card view, declare its variable CV, and then give its reference here CV equals to card view IU. Okay, and then after that guys, you have to make this card view on here and here. Every page we are making it, okay, here, and then in the last time also give the reference like this method, which is set user in blocked. Okay, and same thing, you have to add these lines here, and then last thing inside this block reference as well. Fine guys, so you have to do these two things and then your application will work without any crashing. Okay guys, so now after that we will work on the algorithms of chat lock. Okay, because guys, previously what is the problem this time, where you can lock a chat for one time, fine, but then if you will send some new message, so that chat lock will not work, because the data stored in the database will be stored is storing as no lock and no password, and that is not a good thing. Okay, so now I will show you how can we improve the algorithm for that. Fine, so let me show you. So guys, very first of all, here you have to open the fragment 1. Okay, simply F1, and then guys, you can see that, yeah. So before that we can do one more thing, which is open list model, and here I will remove this key 1 and key 2 and also this set lock and password, because I just want to make these things more simple and accurate. That's why I'm doing it. Okay guys, and you just have to follow all the steps, and you just have to follow all the steps that I'm showing you. Fine, and then it will work. And still if you face error, you can join the membership and get the codes. So after that guys, you can see that here we started facing these kind of errors. So no worries, you just have to simply remove these two childs that we have removed. Fine, and then just remove it. Okay, and also remove it from here. Okay, so guys, now after that just simply write here, yeah. So after holder.nameTP you have to create a method, okay, which name should be check lock status. Okay, then bracket, and inside it you have to pass RUID, then semicolon. Okay, so now after that click on this and red bulb, create method check log status in the fragment 1. So now we have created the method. Okay, so we have got the method. So now inside this chat log status method, first of all you have to write database reference. Okay, and it should be chat log reference. So write chat log ref equals to database dot get reference, and then here you have to pass chat log, then semicolon, and then after that simply write chat log reference dot add value event listener new value event listener. Okay guys, and then add the semicolon, remove error, and then after that we will write here that if snapshot dot child, and the child is going to be current UID plus RUID. Okay, and then dot has child, it should be logged, and then else part. Okay, so if it is logged, so what we will do, we will simply show password dialog. Okay, and here you have to pass the RUID. Okay, done. So now after that, in the else part, what we will do is we can copy the codes from this okay, just come above here and copy this code, Control plus C, then come down and then paste it here. Okay guys, and remove this key 1, key 2, we don't need it. And now after that we have created, yeah, almost okay. So guys, now we have completed the coding inside this method. Okay, so now you have to open the show pass dialog and close it. Don't worry, we will solve all the errors, so there is nothing to worry about. Okay, just follow the steps that I'm showing you and it will work. So guys, now you have to remove this try code block because we don't need it. Remove it. Okay, so guys, now after removing that part of code, you just have to open this show pass dialog, and here guys we are only passing one parameter, which is string ruid. So remove this rest of the strings, otherwise it will create problem. Okay, so now I have removed it, so you can see the error here is solved. Okay, and close it. Why is it still showing error? Okay, no worries, we will solve it just in a minute. Okay, so guys, after that you can see you have to open this show pass dialog. Okay, and here you can see that we are having this error. So what you have to do is you have to simply copy the code. So here just write is database reference, or we can copy it from that method. So simply open it, okay, and copy this code till here and open this, paste it. Okay, and this time inside this on data change we will do one thing, and first of all we will remove this snapshot part, and you just have to simply write the one thing, which is password, and this string should be global. So come above here and declare a string which should be password, then come down and now you have to write password equals to snapshot dot child, it should be logged. Okay, then dot get value dot to string semicolon. So now we are getting the password. Okay, fine. So after getting the password, you have to decode that password here. So simply pass that password here. Okay, so now we are passing the password, and then remove this key 1 and key 2 from here. Okay, and yeah, that's all we have to do in this method. Okay, now after that you have to open chat-log.bs. So we will code inside this chat-log.bs. Fine guys. Now, so this time when user will click on this chat-log.bs, so what we will do, first of all we have to remove this whole code of updating it. Okay, so now after that simply paste that code of database reference and then remove it. Okay, so now we have this database reference, which is chat log reference. Okay, so after that you have to simply write chat log reference dot child, and child should be logged. Okay, then dot set value, value should be password semicolon, and then after that simply write dialog dot dismiss and then show a toast message that user blocked, chat logged, get activity, and then here you have to write chat logged. Okay guys, so you can see this is what you have to do. Fine. Yes guys, so this is the part of code that you have to do inside this save db, and then rest of the things will be same. So guys, basically we are creating a next different reference, okay, for storing this chat log. Here you can see that we are only having chat log. Inside it we are storing the values like this logged. Okay, and one more thing that you have to add here, which is dot child, and child should be guys current user id plus ruid. Okay, so just this is a reference that you have to give, and then everything will work. And here we are fetching that password. Okay, you can see. Okay, and while fetching this you just have to write one more line, which is child current user id plus ruid. Okay, and then semicolon. So guys, you have to do these changes, and then your application will work pretty fine. You will not face any error. So guys, now we have solved the problem of chat log. Okay, no matter how many messages you send this time, if the chat is logged, it will be logged until you remove that log. Okay, so now after that what we will do simply is uh, So we will solve the other errors like we are seeing here. Okay, so you have to open the list vh for that, and open this list vh. And now guys, we have to remove the key 1 and key 2 from everywhere where we are using it. Okay, and you can see that it will create so many errors, but we will solve all of them, don't worry. Just remove this key. Okay, and then remove this method check m number count. Okay guys, so now remove it from here, key 1 and key 2. So after removing this, when you will open this fragment 1, so the error is gone, fine. But guys, now when you will run the application, so you will see so many errors. First of all, you have to open the message activity. Okay, and then simply close all of them and open message activity, and then you can see that we started seeing errors like this. So you just have to remove these two childs, that's all you have to do everywhere. Okay, yeah, you can see. So just very first of all, come above, okay, here, and then you have to first of all remove two things. So first of all, simply remove this update scene. Fine guys, now for now we are commenting it, later we will change it, fine. So here we have to check that where we are getting the data from previous activity. So here you have to remove this key 1 key 2, and here you have to remove this address also, fine. So guys, now we have removed it. So now you have to remove that key 1 key 2 from every place that we are using it. Okay, so just keep scrolling and you will see the error, or you can run the application, and when you will run it, you will see that it will automatically show you the errors. So you just have to remove these two things, that's all. So now I am removing it from message activity, and also comment this update scene method. Okay guys, or instead of commenting, I will remove this method. The best thing to do, just keep scrolling here. So guys, you can see that in this message activity we have more than 1500 lines of code, which is making this activity super cool. Okay, so now we have removed it everywhere, but still we are seeing some errors. So we have to remove this also. And then you can see that it is showing this error. So you just have to remove it and then run it again, and it will show again the error. Again remove it, again check. So this is how we will do it. See, this is the easiest way to do. Semicolon. And now you have to open the status vh also. Status vh, and then here you have to remove this key 1 key 2. Okay, and then fine. Now in the message activity we are still having error. Again run it, again it will throw an error. Now we have error in this group chat class also. We can open list vh and here remove it. Group chat is solved. Now again run the application. So we are again having the mess error here. So message activity error is also solved. Now again run it. See, this is the easiest way to do it. And now the log algorithms are quite simple. Okay, because these algorithms are quite complicated because we have to update that thing in every place you are sending a message, and still it is not working because that is the main reason of the failure of that functionality. So this is why I changed it now, and this time our application is working pretty fine. You can see that it is running and about to install. So as you can see that the application is launched in my phone successfully, and the user is visible here. Fine. So guys, this time chat log should work pretty fine. So if I will, first of all we will check the blocking part. Okay, so I will simply open the chat, I will click on it, I will block this user, yes. Then I will go back, and then I will, you can see the user is not visible. Okay, so now I will open this profile, I will click on this show blocked users. So now this user is visible here. Okay, so blocking functionality working fine. I will click on it. Are you sure to unblock? Yes. Now I unblock that user, so now I'm able to see this user here. Okay, so you can see that this block functionality is working pretty fine. Okay guys. So guys, now we will improve the algorithm of a new message count system. Okay, for example, if some user have sent you new messages and you have not seen them, so you will be able to see the number of messages, how many new messages you have received. Okay, and also the seen status and also the sent status. Okay, so this is what we are going to implement now. Okay, after this part of this video. Okay, so very first of all guys, you have to open the message activity. So you can see this is our project chatIt. So I will simply open message activity. Okay, simply open message activity, and then I would like to click on this folding, then collapse all. After that guys, I will simply come here in this on create. Okay, and then check the scene status reference. So guys, you can see that here we have that reference. Okay, scene status. So now here what you have to do is simply write scene status dot child, and that is going to be ruid plus suid, then dot. After that simply write child, which is going to be counts. Okay, then dot, remove value. Okay, so guys, you have to write this line of code and make sure you give this reference scene status and scene status dot child ruid plus suid dot child counts, then remove value. Fine. Okay, now after that you have to open the send button where you are sending the message, and then in the last, instead of this, just remove this both lines. Okay, and here you have to write that sender status. Okay, and then after that you have to write scene status dot child, which is going to be suid plus ruid. Guys, you have to follow the same steps that I'm showing you. Do not use your own opinion or brain in this algorithm, just follow what I'm showing you. Okay, so after that you have to write scene status dot child suid plus ruid dot child, which is going to be counts. The spelling should be correct, counts, counts. Okay, then dot child, which is going to be message. Okay, and then dot set value, which is going to be sent. Okay guys, So you just have to write this line of code, and after that we will open the fragment one. Okay guys, so simply open it F1, and now in this fragment one guys, we just have to, as you can see that I have removed that check m number of count message number method from here. Okay, so you can see that it is not visible here. Fine, so we just have to write it. So just simply write holder dot check sender m count. Okay, then here you have to pass current user id and pass ruid and semicolon. So we just have to create this method. Click on it, create method, and now the method is created in this activity. Okay, this list vh. So let me close these methods, and yeah, so guys, now you can see that we have this method. And I hate my neighbors. So guys, after that you can see that we have created this method. So what you have to do is so you have to open list item. Okay guys, and then simply just wait for a minute. So guys, now you can see that we have this layout file. Okay, so just click on this scene, and yeah, click on this scene. So you can see that this is a scene TV, and we have this text view for message count. Okay, so just declare these two things here. Okay guys, so very first of all we have this m number TV, and we have this scene TV. Fine. Okay, so now we have both the text views. Simply give its reference here. Okay guys, so you have to simply write that yeah, reference m number TV equals to item view dot find view by id r dot id dot m number TV semicolon, and then same thing you have to do with the scene TV. Control plus D, and then write scene TV and change this reference to scene TV. Okay guys, now we have it. Fine. So after that guys, you have to write scene status. Okay, so we will declare. Fine. So before that guys, we will code in a method which is public void. Okay, and create check m number. Okay, and then here again you have to pass the parameters, which should be suid and string ruid. Okay guys, so after that simply write scene status, or you can copy this line from the message activity from here. Okay, just simply copy this and paste it here. Okay guys, and here you can see that we have the scene status reference, so you just have to change it scene status reference, and I hope we are initializing the firebase database. Yes. Okay, so now after declaring the database, you just have to copy these lines of code, control plus C, and then paste it here. Okay guys, now after that you have to write scene status dot add value event listener, then new, then value event listener. Okay guys, now simply write the semicolon, and now come inside this on data change. So guys, now inside this on data change, we will put a very simple validation like if snapshot dot child, which is going to be of course ruid plus suid. Okay, so we are working inside the check m number. Okay, I have created this another method you can see on the screen, and then after that you have to write dot has child, and has child should be counts, spelling should be correct, and then starting and ending braces. Okay, so now inside this if part you have to write integer and children count equals to, okay, simply snapshot dot child, which is going to be ruid plus suid, and dot child, which is going to be counts, and then dot again dot get children count. Okay, semicolon. it will show an error. Click on this red bulb, cast to int, error is gone. Okay, so now we have total number of new messages count. Fine. So now after that you have to write m number tv dot set visibility and make it visible. Okay, and then you have to write that if snap sorry children count is greater than 0, then what we will do else. Okay, so inside this part you have to write scene tv dot set visibility, which is visible. Okay, and then scene tv dot set text, which should be new. Okay, and in the else part you have to do nothing, just leave it. Okay guys, and just after this else you can do is m number tv dot set text, which should be children count. Okay, it will not show an error, but it should show an error. Okay, so in case because it is, you can say that it is a integer and we are passing it inside the text view, I guess. mnumtv is text view, yeah. So no problem, for avoiding the error you can simply write that string and then dot value of. Okay, and then cut this from here and then paste it here. Okay, so now it will not throw any error. So now guys, our coding part for this is done. Okay, and yeah, and guys, in the else part what you have to do is simply copy this from here, and here in this else part you have to simply paste it, and this time just make it scene. Okay, otherwise you don't have to do anything changes. Okay guys, so now we have given the, make sure you have given the reference of this database and reference of these text views. Fine. Okay, so now we will code inside this check sender m count. So you just have to copy this part of code. Okay, completely, control plus C, and then go above and then simply paste it here. Fine guys, we will change it one by one, don't worry. So just make it SUID. Okay, so after that we have this reference, we have this okay, these things are correct, no changes needed here. Okay, so guys, now after that here in this reference what you have to do is you have to exchange the IDs, which should be SUID plus RUID. Okay, and now after that you just have to remove this internal code if else. Okay, so just remove it and also remove this. Okay, and remove this. So now you can see that we only have the code if snapshot dot child sender user ID plus receiver user ID dot has child counts. So now what we will do, we will simply copy, we just need to write two lines of code, which is scene tv dot set visibility, and that should be visible. Fine, and then scene tv dot scene tv dot set text, which should be sent. Okay, and in the else part guys, you have to call that method, which is check m count. So pass SUID, pass RUID, and that's all. Okay guys, so you just have to do the simple validation, which is scene status dot child SUID plus RUID dot has child counts. So it will fetch the sent message status, and in this part you have to call this check m number, so it will fetch the new messages count. Okay guys, so this is all you have to do. And now one more thing in addition you can do. For example, that in the message activity we are sending messages. Okay, so we are creating this child inside this send btn. For example, we are also sharing images. Fine. So now in the case of images, like you just have to copy this reference, control plus C. Okay, and open this preview image where we are sharing the image here. And guys, here you can also add that part of code in case you send new image, so it should also be updated as something new. Fine. And in the last you can paste it here, and here in the place of message you can write fine, we will get the message et. Yeah, we have message SMS. Okay, message SMS, and then we are encrypting it. Okay, so you can see that we have this message SMS and message et dot get text dot to string trim, and then we are encoding this image name, edit text. So basically we are using that edit text for, okay, fine, no problem. So message et, Okay, so guys, here you can write that edit text dot get text dot to string. Okay, so it will take that data and should not face any error. Why is it showing this? Okay, so guys, you can see that you just have to add this line everywhere you are sending new messages to other user. Fine guys, so guys, now you can see that I'm running this application chatIt. Okay, one last final time. So now you can see that we have two users here. Okay, Dev and Rajan Sharma. Fine, so I will send a message to this Dev like hello, and now you can see that we have one message found with new text. Okay, and if I will go back here, so you can see that it is showing as sent, and now I will open it back again. So on already sent. So this time when I will open this chat head, so you can see that it is updated as seen. Fine, and now if I will send a message from here that hi, and I will send this, so you can see that one new. If I will send another message that we, it is updated as 2, then I will send ert. So now it is, so you can see that message count is working pretty good. Okay, and you will go back, so it will show sent. Fine, and now just simply you can see that it is updated as seen. So you can see that this chat functionality working pretty fine. So I will now simply log this chat. So guys, now you can see that I logged this chat. Fine, and after that when you will come back, and this time when you will click on it, so you have to enter the password, and the password is 1234, and now the chat is okay. And if you will go back, click on it, enter password, you will write something else, it will show incorrect password. So you can see that chat lock is also working fine. Okay, now if you will block this user 1234, okay, submit, and then go here, then block. Yes, this user is blocked. You will go back, you can see the user is gone. Okay, and this time when you will come back here, so here also the chat is gone. You can see the chat is gone. If you will open your profile here, click on this blocked users, here it is visible, unblock, and you will unblock. So now you can see the chat. Okay, we will come back here, and we will open this chat, or we will reopen the app, so you will see the chat head again. You can see here Rajan Sharma is visible. So you can see that our application is working pretty fine. Okay, so in case guys, if you want to add the functionality of removing the chat lock, so you can do it by your own. Okay, because now you guys know how to do it. Fine, so if you like this playlist, you like this project, so please like, share and subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching.